Hey, good morning. Today's daily Q&A is going to deal with what is the habitual offender law. I'm not going to go into all the specifics. I'm just lay out the general parameters. The habitual offender statute is just a way for the district attorney to increase the potential penalty someone is going to receive if they're convicted of a felony. And this applies to people who have prior felony convictions over the course of a certain amount of years. Okay, it's really any felony. It's just you have a 5-year cleansing period to go back from. Okay, now what does a habitual offender do? As a general rule, it's going to increase your penalties. As I said, it's going to create a mandatory minimum floor where you have to go to jail. You can't get probation, and it's going to create a higher ceiling. And the where the floor is and where the ceiling is going to be dependent upon what you were charged with. The bigger the penalty you're charged with, the higher your floor and the higher your ceiling. And that's because the floors and the ceiling are dependent upon the maximum potential penalty. And I'll give an example. A second offender, it would be like half the maximum to double the maximum would be the old-fashioned range there. What the habitual offender does, besides creating a mandatory minimum jail sentence, when you get to jail, it destroys your ability to earn good time. It gives you what's called flat time. So every day that you are in jail, you're going to have to serve that unless you get parole. Habitual offender does not eliminate parole by itself. Your criminal history or the statute that you are convicted of may not make you eligible for parole, but if you otherwise were, you can still be that way with the habitual offender law. You just can't earn good time. So what range will you face? Well, that's really a function as, again, the underlying conviction. How serious of a penalty are you facing on your new arrest, your new prosecution? And it's also going to determine the number of eligible prior convictions. More prior convictions, the worse it is for you. And we can go into another video later where I'll go through second offender, third offender, fourth offender, and kind of walk you through that process. But those are the general rules of the habitual offender statute. If you have any questions, you can email me at the link below.